We simply cannot wait for this storm to pass. This summer showed us that there is simply no room or no time for nostalgia. Battle lines for a new world order based on power are being drawn right now. So yes, Europe must fight for its place in the world, in which many major powers are either ambivalent or openly hostile to Europe, a world of imperial ambitions and imperial wars, a world in which dependencies are ruthlessly weaponized. I must say I've lost count of the number of times that I was told that Europe could not do this and could not do that in the pandemic, on the recovery plan, on defence, on supporting Ukraine, on energy security, and the list goes on. Every time Europe stood united and made it. And we need to do the same now. So, honourable members, the central question for us today is a simple one. Does Europe have the stomach to fight? Do we have the unity and the sense of urgency, the political will and the political skill to compromise? Or do we just want to fight between ourselves, be paralysed by our divisions? That is what all of us have to answer. Honourable members, this war needs to end with a just and lasting peace for Ukraine. Because Ukraine's freedom is Europe's freedom. The images in Alaska were not easy to digest. But just a few days later, European leaders came to Washington to support President Zelensky and secure commitments. Real progress has been made since then. And just today we have seen a reckless and unprecedented violation of Poland and Europe's airspace by more than 10 Russian Shahid drones. Europe stands in full solidarity with Poland. Putin's message is clear, and our response must be clear too. And this is why I can also announce that Europe will front-load 6 billion euros from the air loan and enter into a drone alliance with Ukraine. Ukraine has the ingenuity. What it needs now is scale, and together we can provide it so that Ukraine keeps its edge and Europe strengthens its own.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of Parliament, Putin's war economy will continue even if the war stops. This means that Europe must be ready to take on the responsibility for its own security. Of course, NATO will always be essential, but only a strong and credible European defense posture can ensure our security.